DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
You're tuned in to DJNTV Live with your host, Brian S. Red.
Good evening and welcome to the music night. It is time to talk music.
Yeah.
It is. We're so excited. Because tonight's music chat takes us down a road we haven't gone before. We've talked about a lot of things from this era, but tonight we have a specific theme with the show.
Well, I've been down this road.
You have, but
It's
I mean,
been a while.
we never talked about the motivation for, you know, when we put these songs together tonight for tonight's show. So as the title says, this is basically, we went through and picked some of the songs that when we were in the 80s and we've just got our driver's license and we were going and being cool, we had that cassette that we put together to put in the car. We were going to pick some songs that we would have had on that cassette when we were trying to impress the girls. Now, truth be told, the woman I eventually married, probably none of these songs would have worked on her.
Yeah.
Lori had better taste than most of my music. But that's a story for another day, another time.
Right. We must play to our crowd. That's what DJ do.
Exactly. And as I was going through, Brian, and I'm thinking, and I went back and actually looked at some of the mixtapes that I made back in the day when we were hanging out with my friends and such. Yeah, I played to my crowd. I had the songs on there that me and my buddies liked. Any self-respecting young lady wouldn't have liked most of the music that we were listening to at that time. I mean, and you guys will get to hear it. So, but it was playing to the crowd, and that was the time when you're a youngster, and so that was kind of fun.
We'll get more into that in a little bit.
Exactly. We'll get into that. Tonight's we're broadcasting both on Chew TV and YouTube. When we get into the actual going through and sharing our lists and such, because Brian and I both picked 10 different tracks, so we have 20 tracks that I'm going through. We're going to be shutting the YouTube down because I've gotten unfortunately a couple of YouTube copyright things, and I don't really want to get another one. So we're going to be shutting the YouTube down. The link for what we're going to be doing on Chew is down in the description. So you can go down there, click on that, and that will take you out. If you want to pop out there right away, whatever works the best for you. But we're going to talk a little bit about some promo-only things here, and then we'll be popping out there. Well, kind of a cool thing, Brian, is I was talking to Nick earlier in the week, and they used to have their weekly deals on their DVDs and such, because every week they have a couple of them on special. Well, They changed it up so they would fit our shows better, so that we could talk about them on Tuesday. Otherwise, what would happen is that if we talk about a disc on Tuesday, well, they changed on Wednesday, so you had like 20 minutes to buy the thing.
Right.
So they've changed it now. So they start on Monday. So the discs that are on special this week, and when I say on special is typically when you're buying them, if you just buy the disc, it's $40. This week these are $25 if you want to buy the physical. If you're doing the digital download, the pool, they're $15. Typically, $25.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, you're getting a nice little savings, and of course they're instantly delivered to your computer, which is really really quite cool.
So what's on the menu this week?
Well, we've got the two. We've got the Best of Country Volume 7 and the Best of Love Songs Volume 6.
Oh,
So
Italian.
we went through the Best of Love Songs when Howie filled in the one night. Oh gosh, I don't remember when. That was during NAMM, but Howie and I went through, and Howie has an interesting taste in music. We should have a night where we actually have Howie come in and pick like 3 songs or a group of songs for a third perspective, because I was kind of interested when he picked some of the songs off the disc, the story behind why he picked that particular track, and it was
Yeah,
fun.
but do we really want to talk about date nights with Howie as the teen? I mean, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we'll change it up a little bit.
Little Benny Goodman.
Yeah, back when we were cutting up the rug, this was a great.
That's right.
Oh, Howie is a
And
fabulous
his
person.
jalopy.
Yeah, in his jalopy. Going to the dance on Saturday night. At least
Yes.
that's what it was in Grey Eagle back in the day. So I wanted to. We talked about the love songs. If you are into music videos, this is a great way to be purchasing your music videos. That we talked about that before. I wanted to go with the country one. There was a couple of songs on the country one that are things, because Brian doesn't do much country. There's a couple of classics on there that definitely make this something to look at. One of which was Vince Gill's track "Look at Us," which
I know it. I play it.
yeah, it was one for an anniversary dance, was really, really popular, especially when you have a situation where you have the parents. I've had it requested by parents who have got a really beautiful and they've had a really nice marriage, and they are, still madly in love with each other after 30 years type of thing. And they're like, can we play this song? Because it really has kind of a neat message, and we want that. So that's on this one. One of my favorite, when I used to be doing the country DJ, you couldn't really do much for a dance floor with it, but John Barry's "Kiss Me in the Car." I always just kind of liked that song, and that's on this particular one. Toby Keith's "Red Solo Cup," which
Of course.
is still a played in the bar when I'm doing video nights in the bar.
Played at weddings.
Yeah, people still sing along and
I like
go.
it. Yeah.
Probably the most used country song when we first started, because I think that was between Nitty Gritty Dirt Band's "Fishing in the Dark" and Dan Seals' "Bob." Were like,
Yeah.
oh, you want country? Great. Would you like Dan Seals or would you like Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? And then we added, the Oak Ridge Boys for Elvira. Ooh, we have 3. And then it was Alabama's Greatest. Oh my gosh, we were countryfied. So Bop is on there, which is a fun little tune. If you haven't played that, it's amazing how well that can go over to such a variety of crowds. There's many more on here that could be used in different spots and such, but I just wanted to kind of highlight a couple of those that
Now, just a little trivia for you. Dan Sills used to be known as England Dan.
there we go. I was just trying to figure that he did a song. Oh, what was the song he did in the top 40 charts?
What do you mean? Oh, he did a couple. Really Love to See You Tonight was England Dan and John
Really See You
Portcovey.
Tonight. Yep.
Nights of Forever was another one. There were a few.
Yeah, yep. It was a 70s, that 70s, yeah, I really like to see you tonight.
Talking about moving in, and I don't want to change. Yeah, and he remade that, I think, as a country song.
He might have, but yeah, I remember where that particular track was back when I would go visit Grandma and Grandpa, and we would be going out to their barn where they were milking the cows, and they had the AM radio there. And my uncles, who were teenagers at the time, had the local top, the top 40 station AM radio wise, and of course that and Afternoon Delight were played, and all these things from that era.
Well, England Dan, Dan Sills, was the brother of the guy in Sills and Crofts. It was his little brother.
I did not know
Remember
that.
Sills and Crofts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sang.
That Sills was Dan Sills' brother, and England Dan because he spoke with a British accent in high school, just to be funny. So they called him England Dan, but they're from like Texas or something.
Yeah, but it mentioned Seals and Croft.
Summer Breeze.
Summer. Yep, I was going to say summer something breeze. Yeah, Summer Breeze.
Get Closer is the one I like. It was like their last hit. Get Closer was nice.
It was another one that they had.
Diamond Girl.
Yep, Diamond Girl.
Not to be confused with Nice and Wild's Diamond Girl. Very different song.
Yeah, very, very different. Yeah, there's again that whole AM radio 70s time frame. We could go down that.
That's like all the stuff that's on my playlist for when I fly. Mm-hmm. I do 70s soft rock when I fly. I don't know why, but I do.
I was gonna say, if you look on my phone, my playlist, I think I have my playlist of school dance songs, if in case my computer craps out. I have my 70s music that I listen to most of the time, which has, I think, about 500 songs.
Yeah.
And then there's the parade. The songs for the parade. And then there's some songs for a dinner hour. Again, if my computer craps out, it can be thrown on. But yeah, the 70s set is what I usually look at most of the time. So, but if you guys want to find out more information about this, you can go out to promoonly.com and check that out. You can sign up to get their email notifications there. A couple of cool things with that is you'll get the email that has Nick's picks and such on there. There's every month they send out their newsletter that has some really cool things for even those who are not subscribers. And of course, if you belong to their pool system, you've got the music access, you get the music video access, and then you get these little hidden gems that they pick out each month for Nick's picks and the top 20 of the different genres and such. And those things are all available at that pool, which is really cool.
So let me ask you this. How long have you been a promo-only subscriber?
1990. My first discs came in 94, 5, 6, somewhere in that ballpark. And
okay, you got me beat. 97.
96 is when, well, I didn't start subscribing until about 90, probably 7, 98. But I bought discs before I subscribed because at that time, it just didn't. We were still buying. We were going to Best Buy or wherever, music, Musicland, and there was another record shop. And we were still going in and say, and then of course we had the BMG and the record,
Columbia House.
The Columbia House. Yeah, we were still doing it that way because we were like, them sending us the music, that can't be, that's not going to last.
Something's weird here.
Yeah, something's weird. That's not going to last. I mean, it's probably going to be, will I get the music? I might want track 4 on that, and I bet you they won't release it. Well,
the first disc I got, because it was like, I think it was $160 a year for the mainstream radio. That's what I got. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I'm taking the plunge. I'm doing this. This is weird, but I'm doing it. And oh boy, when you ordered, you could order other things too. You could say, okay, I need this disc as well. Just take it off my 12-month subscription. So I really was baffled on who was doing that track around the world every time I drove through Chicago and listened to B96. Mm-hmm. And there was a song by a band called Daft Punk on the Club July 97 disc called Around the World. So I thought I'd take a chance. I ordered that one as well. Sure enough, right track. And then I popped this October 97 disc in and I pressed play and I'm like, I've made a mistake. This is not good. Because the song I'm listening to, no one's ever going to want to hear it. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. What is tub thumping? Who is Chumbawamba? And there's so many songs on that disc.
What are they doing the night away? I don't understand.
That you can still play, but I was hearing them for the first time because I was getting them before anybody else was.
Oh, the times of. The number of times once we started getting the music and such, and we'd have it, and you go through listen, it's like, ooh, this is a hit. So you start playing it in the bar at that time, and they were like, yeah, whatever. So then you file it 3 months later. Can you play that song, man? It's really hot. This hot band called Hootie and the Blowfish. It's like, dude.
The who? What? Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's back in the library ways.
But that was original. You get the promo-only disc, and I'd listen to it on the way to my day job. For a week or whatever, to familiarize myself with all the tracks. Mm-hmm. That was what I used to do.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the Chew link into YouTube here for those of you who are... And again, it'll be in the comments, and it'll be in the a description below the video also. I'm pretty sure it's down there. If you click the show more, it should be there. Yeah, it's showing up there. Because I'm not sure if it'll actually, from the comments, if it's going to link out. What we're going to do is we're going to do an end for, if you're watching on Chew, stay there. We will be right back. We're going to do the end and wrap up the YouTube, and then we'll be back with the Chew and get started with going through the songs that we would have had on our cassette tapes when we were trying to be cool for the ladies. We'll be right back.
What he said.
Tonight's DJNTV show is sponsored in part by Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, ADJ, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, Newmark, and DJNTV Insiders.